out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, man. Let's talk about Tank. Shakur Stevenson said that he willing to fight Tank right now, and he said that he's like the only one that can beat Tank and stay focused. You gotta stay focused for 12 rounds versus Tank, and um, yeah, he said you gotta stay focused for 12 rounds versus Tank. But the interesting thing he said was that he don't lose rounds like Tank. All right, that's what he said. He said he don't lose rounds like Tank. He said that. He said, "Well, I don't lose rounds like Tank." I think he said it on Fight Hype. Hold on. He said, "I don't lose rounds like Tank." Yeah, he said it on Fight Hype. Shakur Stevenson, truth on beating Gervonta Davis, explains why he's the only person with the key to do it. I don't think he's the only person that can do it, bro. But he might be the best. I mean, it might also you got to remember Lomachenko around there too. He's still in war and all that, but he's still around too. And I think Devin Haney have a chance because he's familiar with Tank. Um, we just talking about dudes 35 of the round. That might be it. That might be it. But um, I don't think Ryan Garcia can beat him neither. So, but but yeah, but he said that he don't lose rounds like Tank. So said people say, well, Tank lose a lot of rounds. I was talking to Lion Killer today, but he was like, no, he do what I mean, as long as you get the win. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you got that power, man. But when that power gone, man, you in dog fights, you got to thug it out. But he says he's the only one fighting Tank Davis. I'm with it. I'm down. He's the only fight here on fighting Tank Davis. I'm with it. I'm down. So he says that his generational talents, he would just support him. But damn, Tank don't be having no abs. Well, I don't mean nothing though. Don't mean nothing. He said I kind of knew when Tank for okay right now. That's you get the point. He said that's the truth. Said Shakur Stevenson was told that he's the only one that can challenge Tank Davis. Quote: When you fight Tank, you got to stay alert for 12 rounds. The only person with will be alert. The only person that will be alert and on top of that game for 12 rounds straight is somebody like me. He said, "What are you doing with Bud? What are you doing with Bud and Earl? They got to fight. The fans want that fight, see the fight because it's the best fight, the best." Now, that comment was in response to they was on the same different sides of the streets. He said, "Well, y'all don't know two different sides of the streets." He said, "Well, look at what Bud and Spence." He said, "If the fans want it, it's gonna happen." So he probably giving y'all like a heads up that Bud and Spence probably going down. Um, so I mean, everybody feel that it's got to happen at this point. So that was kind of response with the interview. I think it was Sean, whoever was interviewing him, had said that y'all on the wrong side of the street. That was his response. Like it's gonna happen if the fans want it. He said, "Continue quote. I feel like me and Tank are two special fighters. We're going to end up being the best of the best, and we're going to have to fight. Yeah, I'm more skillful than Tank. He might not like me saying it, but I feel like it's the truth. I feel like I'm more skillful fighter than he is. I don't go down in rounds. I come back. Said I don't go rounds. I don't go down in rounds. I come back. Said Shakur Stevenson rating himself above Tank. I'm with it. I'm down. Said Shakur Stevenson, the Fight Hub about the fight between him and Tank Davis. Quote: I'm the biggest fight in the sport. He sounded. I think it's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. It's not the biggest fight in the sport of boxing, but it's not bigger than Crawford and Spence. It might not be bigger than AJ and Wilder at this point either, but it's up there. Maybe it's top five, whatever. But I like his ambitions. You know what I'm saying? But what closes the skill gap between them is Tank got that power, bro. So, skill, power, timing, that kind, that power gonna close the gap. So that's something to think about. That power gonna close that gap. So, um, but I mean, yeah, he feel that you're supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to say he better than me, but you don't see Tank responding to that shit, immediately. You know what I'm saying? You'll see Tank responding to that on the hot. You know what I'm saying? He got nothing to say about that. Think about that for a minute. He ain't got a damn thing to say about that. He quiet as hell. Cause he knows the truth. Man, dude, that boy big too, bro. You know what I'm saying? That boy big. You know, he's a big kid, but it's a good fight. And like I said, he might be able to catch Shakur Stevenson. That's gonna be the difference. But he fast. Yeah, him and Oscar Valdez probably similar in dimension, but the difference between him and Valdez is Tank Davis is he's naturally bigger, bro, and he more explosive than Valdez. So um but Tank do lose rounds, but you know, like I said before, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, do it really matter? As long as you win. It's nice to dominate and clock rounds, but as long as you just keep winning. It's nice to be dominant and keep clocking the rounds and don't lose rounds, and you know that's nice. You know, that's nice to have, but you know, as long as the result is you winning, you know, and Tank stopping his opponent. So, but he gonna have a hard time with him. But Shakur Stevenson defense gonna have to, he got to be more defensive responsible, and that's just what it is. He get away with, he get away with, he got away with some things in Oscar Valdez, and I think he know he can get away with it, but that's not always a great habit to have. So, he knew Valdez was just too small. He can do whatever you want to do with him, and Tank is around the same, you know, size as Valdez. I think he got a little bit longer length. He a little bit more explosive, but it ain't gonna be no easy fight. I think Shakur a better fighter, but all Tank got to do is be the better man on Saturday. So, and he got power, and that's gonna be the difference. You know, the Shakur got enough power, you know, to keep Tank at bay? I think so. You know, giving him 5 pounds, he fast, he understand angles, and that's the difference, bro. He understand. What the good thing about Shakur is he understand the distance and angles. You know what I'm saying? He understand the distance and angles, bro. And that's the great thing about it. You know, Tank is shifty, and it's gonna be interesting, bro. I think people thought that Tank should have beat the Rolly faster, but he knocked him out. You know, and he got hurt. He said it. You know, he said he hurt me with punch. So you know, that's what you got to do. You know, he made an adjustment, but it's gonna be interesting how he fights Shakur Stevenson because he's not gonna just be able to come down the pipe and just bully him. He couldn't do the versus Rolly, so Rolly more awkward. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting how Shakur deal with him because he's going to stay focused. And his hands going to come up. His defense going to be more on point than it's been, especially in his last fight versus Oscar Valdez. So that's going to be important for him because fighting Valdez, he didn't feel like Valdez could hurt him. And he was falling into bad habits. With Tank, you fall into bad habits, you're gonna look up and the fight gonna be over. You know, gonna be a white towel over your face and stuff of that nature. You're like, what happened? So you're gonna have to be focused and key, but they ain't gonna do that fight right now. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, and he already said he's not going down to 30. He's comfortable at 35. So more likely, see what happens with Devin. See if Devin Tank fight or Devin move up at the Campos or whatever, fight Lomachenko or whatever, excuse me, or whatever. But I mean, it's a good fight, and like he said, a generational talent. So we'll see what happens. But you know, Shakur Stevenson probably gonna blow through 35. He's gonna be at 40, 47 in a few years. So I don't think Tank gonna be able to go to 47. He was at 40th for the right fight, but even right now, it's a lot of danger up there. So they better make their money at 30, 35 while they can. But, people forgetting about Lomachenko too. So if Devin do shake the spot and move up and say, well, I ain't rematching Cambo, so I'm moving up, dropping the belts. I can't make the weight, whatever. Lomachenko going to be in there and it's going to be Tank, Lomachenko, and Shakur going up. I think they want to make Shakur and Shakur and Lomachenko anyway. So you probably going to get Shakur and Lomachenko before uh, Shakur or Lomachenko versus Tank Davis. But he said he don't lose rounds. He dominant, but it ain't like they fighting. It ain't like they ain't fighting the same caliber of fighters neither. I think Shakur Stevenson might have a better resume. So, but if Shakur Stevenson had power, had more power, he wouldn't be winning rounds. He'd be knocking cats out. But the style that he fight in, it's gonna last. And Tank a box too. He show he can move, so he can slide, so he go in and out, side to side. So you have to ask me. I don't know, man. It's a tough fight. I probably side with Shakur. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Tank hurt him, knocked him out, or Tank, beat him. But they both skilled, but the difference is Shakur got more skill, but Tank got more power. So I don't know. I think we a ways away from them fighting to get it on. Shit, they may probably never fight, in my opinion. So But Tank look good. Tank gonna be a tough out for anybody. I think he kind of growing into his maturity. I think he's starting to peak in his prime right now. Hopefully they put him in there with Lomachenko, Shakur, Devin, Ryan Garcia, and guys like that. So he don't waste his prime years, and we don't be saying, "Oh, what if he would have jumped in there earlier? What if he would have did this? What if he would have did that?" So, but I think Bob Beer will make that fight. But like Leonard Ellerby said, he got to make business sense. I think he was talking about on that interview with Brian Custer that Shakur only. I think he was talking about Shakur only did a million gate. Then he was talking about, but it is what it is. Um, don't seem like he gonna have Mayweather promotions to hide behind anyway. So no more. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel? It's Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. All my social media links there. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.